Okay, so listen, I'm a not to serious it out. I don't joke with the homeless thing, and mainly because I've actually been in that situation as a kid.
Okay, got you. All right.
I've experienced
as a kid.
I want to break it down. 17. So my mom had got injured on her job. She was a nurse's aide. She got injured on the job. Couldn't work. We were actually living in a illegal apartment. Somebody had took a 2-family home, turned the basement into an apartment.
Hey, squad rules, we here.
So we got kicked out of the home. At that point, her and my little sister had to go into a women's shelter.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't go because I was a boy. And our family was, we were close-knit, but we didn't tell our business. So the other family members weren't supposed to know that we were going through that. So my mom's told me, hey, in the meantime, go to your cousin's crib in Queens and stay there. And I didn't go because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to have to tell them what we were going through. I slept in Pelham Bay Park for 2 weeks on the bench.
I'm finished.
That for me in my memory, I don't, we joke and stuff, but that still for me plays out.
Got it. Hell yeah.
No, that's real shit.
Yo, stop!
Too much, yo.
Stop it, yo!
I'm being for real.
No, you're not being for real.
That is real. I said the same thing in flipping boxing. That's real shit.
So listen, for me, that me having to get over my ego. So at the time, my family and my moms, we were looked at as the people.
Yeah, I'm not playing around. I'm not playing with moms.
We looked like we had things together.
Yeah, I was the down. Yeah.
Whew, what's good, people? It's your boy, The Kitchen. Now, what you just heard there was Imani stomp his foot down because he has, in fact, had enough of the narratives of him being broke, of him being homeless, of him wanting Melissa Ford. Just all of the narratives that the co-hosts and the host of the JBP have created about him. Now, one thing he does hold dear to heart, though, as he revealed that he was actually homeless at one point in time when he was in fact 17. So his teenage years, he was homeless along with his mother and his siblings. And in fact, he was so embarrassed that he didn't tell any of his other surrounding family. Now, this is kind of crazy to open up because anytime you open up on that pod, you just get met with jokes. You get met with the co-hosts and the host, that is Joe Budden, not taking you serious. Then he's gonna bring up your trauma in episodes to come. It's just a whole mess. So you shouldn't ever open up on that podcast under any circumstances, unless you're a guest. But honestly, in my opinion, I feel like these guys don't really respect Imani and his boundaries. He set boundaries before, and none of them followed it. Remember the first boundary where he said, yo, I've got a girlfriend now, so we can't do the Melissa Ford narrative anymore. At first it was funny, but now it's affecting my personal relationship at home. So if you guys can please not bring up that narrative anymore, I would be very thankful for that. And you know what the co-hosts did? They said, okay, my bad, we won't bring it up next time. And then when their next episode airs, they talk about Melissa Ford and Imani again. In fact, they did it for many episodes after that, so much so that Imani actually had to invite Queen's Flip to his hands. Yes, Queen's Flip and Imani damn near almost fought because Queen's Flip, he doesn't care about boundaries. Queen's Flip will bring up every single thing from behind the scenes and bring it to the forefront in front of the millions of fans, and he doesn't care. And it's actually funny because if you did that to Queen's Flip, oh, you wouldn't hear the end of it. He'd be going crazy. He'd be going on tangents. He'd be going on rants. He would interrupt that whole podcast and Joe wouldn't be able to do anything about it unless he physically gets him out of that studio himself. And that's just one of the many incidences on that pod that shows me that they don't really respect Imani the way they should. I mean, even with today's Patreon exclusive, Joe he really said some disrespectful shit about Imani's deceased mother. Rest in peace to her. And if you guys didn't hear that, this is what he said.
No, so dark,
I'm gonna make it dark every time you try to play.
It's about mama love. I don't play like that.
My mom's birthday tomorrow too.
I know. You told me.
Happy birthday to my mom.
Happy birthday, Mom Dukes. Even though you took off the part of the chain I like.
Nah, she
know the circle. That's not the circle.
The ashes is in here.
But that's
What
not
is the circle
You put
chain? What
You
happened
put the
ashes in
circle
there?
in the drawer,
Yeah.
though.
What happened to the circle chain, boy?
I'm dead serious.
It unscrews.
It unscrews.
Like, come on,
Yo,
man.
yo, yo, keep the ashes over there. I can't do that.
I'm just showing you.
I'll blow your mom all over the couch.
Are you stupid? Why the fuck?
Mel,
Yo, how you gonna-
Mel,
Yo.
hey, Mel, fix him up.
Yo, shit, nah. Don't do that. That's not funny.
My sister watching. She gonna fuck you up.
Yes, people. In case you're missing context, Imani would say that it's coming closer and closer to Mother's Day. And I think this is the first Mother's Day, or one of the first few Mother's Day, that he can't actually really celebrate it because obviously his mother passed. Rest in peace. And he actually said that he has his mother in his pendant, his chain pendant. And Imani would show Ish the pendant and the ashes inside. And obviously Ish got a little, you know, I wouldn't say grossed out, but he got a little squirmish. Then Joe would decide to make a joke and say, I will blow your mother all over this couch. I don't think I've heard anything more disrespectful than that. I'm surprised he didn't swing right there and then, but hey, Joe is the boss and he doesn't want to lose that job, so I kind of understand it, but that was really disrespectful and it just wasn't needed. I just don't get it. And you say Imani's your friend. You say you've got a history with him. You guys have been through a lot together. You claim that this is your guy. I wouldn't treat my guy like this, especially when he's lost his mother recently. I just don't get it. But then again, it's Joe Budden. His idea of loyalty, his idea of love, his idea of all these things, his idea of friendships, they're all very different in his brain. But how do you guys feel about this? Do you guys feel like Imani gets a lot of disrespect on that pod, or do you guys feel like these are just jokes and we should just refer to the tag in the beginning? But like I said, I don't know, I feel indifferent about this. I feel like there's a thin line when it comes to jokes and disrespect, and I feel like Joe has crossed that line many of times. But hey, I'm not his friend. I don't know them. I just watch a podcast, so it is what it is. But like I said, let me know how you guys feel in the comments about this one. I'm very intrigued about what you guys are gonna think about this. And until next time, it's your boy The Kitchen. Deuces.